And we're live.
Yay!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to comicspriceguide.com presents Tales from the Geek. I am Erin the Mechanic.
I am B the Dova Queen.
I'm just Bobby. Hey, how's everybody doing today?
We got
Good.
the gang. The
whole
got...
gang.
Yeah, you had a great time at SDCC. Yes,
I did. It was
saw
amazing.
We saw some of that. Those IG stories. Those were fun.
Yeah, it was really. We dressed up on Sunday. We did a Mandalorian, so Xavier was Grogu. And,
that's adorable.
Oh, it barely fits. That was an outfit from when he was 1.5 years, and he's 3 now. So the ears, instead of like fitting like a hat, I just like had to snap it behind. But it still
it'll work. It works.
It'll work. That's adorable.
They were fine.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, news.
Let's hit it. Yeah. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, we're gonna get a lot of the sad stuff out of the way first. I have 4 pretty notable people who have passed away this past week.
Horrible week for that.
Yeah. I know it was a heck of a week, but I think the one that everybody knows the most is Nichelle Nichols, Star Trek legend, the OG Uhura, passed away at 89 years old. I mean, what can you say?
Right.
Like, it's incredibly hard to say what she meant to such a huge part of this country. So.
Yeah. And she, I know a number of us and our fans had met her at Dragon's Lair.
Yes.
When she came, I don't remember. It was a few years ago, and I was getting my makeup done because the con was the next week. So we were working on Poison Ivy makeup, and I had just missed her, and I come out of the room like really quick. I'm like, no. And she just stops and she's like, oh, we still have time. And like, we got to chat for a little bit, and she took a photo. She even like stopped and got a photo with me too. So she was a sweet woman.
That signing session was incredible. I know she, I had this huge, big question for me, and she just looked at me and just knew that whatever I was going to ask was not worth it, and instead just started singing the Star Trek theme song to me. It was incredible. It's an important moment.
Awesome.
It was a lot. Yeah.
Yes, we're back, Voodoo.
Yes. Hey, Voodoo.
Yes. Well, and for those who might not know, I just have to say that she was pretty prominent Black woman on television, and Martin Luther King was a big fan of the show. I know this is very weird in some people's timelines, but yes. And she was about to quit because she was being bullied very badly, but Martin Luther King was a fan and said, you can't give up. And then a few years later, she had her very first interracial kiss on television with William Shatner.
Yeah.
And it went on until the show was canceled in 1969. Very well loved in the Black community, like Black nerd community, trailblazer. So our hearts go out to her legions of fans, us included, and her loved ones. And it was natural causes, which I think is the best way for all of us to go. So live long and prosper. We love you, Nichelle. Okay, moving on. So this one is particularly, I mean, I was very sad at this one because I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. But Bernard Cribbins from Doctor Who passed away. You might know him as, the most lovable sad man meme, crying, waving. He was in Doctor Who. He plays, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on her name? Her father.
Donna Noble's father.
Donna Noble's father. From during the David Tennant era. So I loved him. He was also in a bunch of other stuff. So he's kind of an acting legend.
Oh, so many things.
Yeah, he was in The Wombles, Railway Children, The Mouse and the Moon, Girl on the Boat, and Jungle Book Mowgli stories.
Bunch of stuff in the 60s.
Yeah.
So, that is particularly sad. And also Jared Barclay from Transformers and Smurfs has died at 91. So, I mean, a lot of these, they're at the end of their lives, but at the same time, it's like, oof,
legendary.
But yes, he lended his voice to acting in the Smurfs and Transformer series. So, Also very sad news. And then the last one is Pat Carroll, the voice behind Ursula in The Little Mermaid, passed away at 95.
Wow.
So it's just kind of, I think, a big week for
Yeah.
nerds and geeks such as ourselves. But we wrap each other in our proverbial arms and send out wonderful vibes of love. But now on to the happier news. Yes.
Happy news.
So Miss Erin might know because she was at Comic-Con, but we did get an awesome trailer for a new Dungeons and Dragons movie. It is called Honor Among Thieves. It has the biggest star-studded cast in the world. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited.
Too.
Chris Pine as the Bard. I mean, come on.
It's so funny.
Chris Pine is the executive producer. This is a man who decided, we're finally making a Dungeons & Dragons movie that's good.
Exactly.
Yes.
We got Michelle Rodriguez.
And if Bridgerton fans out there, we got Regé. Yeah.
Yes,
Regé. Can you believe that? That's freaking amazing.
I know.
There's a
lot.
We're missing him in our Bridgerton world, so let's go to Dungeons and Dragons.
He was busy doing this, so
there.
Yeah. And also, I believe Justice Smith, who my most recent game he was in, he is also I believe the mage character in this. So really cool, super exciting. Yeah. I saw it and I lit up like the 4th of July. So yay.
Cannot wait.
I'm super interested to see where this is going to go. I also really love the fact that as we have been playing around, Dungeons & Dragons nerds being Dungeons & Dragons nerds, they just went through and just started listing all the references they already found and like what's like standard D&D canon and what's like, oh no, Chris Perkins is going to add new rules to make this legal because this is too cool. It's just really interesting. Right.
Yeah, super interesting. And I already saw like there's an Easter egg guide for the trailer alone. Can you imagine the movie? Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna
be able to watch it like 50 times and still find new things.
Truly.
Probably.
So yes, I cannot wait for that. We might have to do like us three go and see a movie maybe at the
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's been so long since we've done that.
I know. I think since like the first Spider-Man or like Wonder Woman or something like
long
in the before times.
The before times. COVID has destroyed everything.
It really has. So speaking of destroyed, this one's kind of sad. So we did know that there was a Batgirl movie that was in production that was going to be released kind of like simultaneously in theaters and HBO Max. It was effectively completely canceled, even though at this point the movie's done. So they've pulled it. It's not going to be released.
Why did they? What happened?
So we don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, that one kind of like shocked me, and it was towards the end of its like production cycle. I don't know what happened there, but maybe in a few years, maybe we'll get someone
will sneak it out somewhere. Those things.
Yeah, tend to get out.
It's very rare that like movies that are that completed don't get something released. Do we know which?
Jenkins.
Yes,
I had to say his name.
That's I hate
though. Yeah.
Do we know whether this was DC? Was what universe this was really in? Set for?
I believe this is like the Justice League universe. So
I wonder if they had Flash in there at all.
Well, this leads me to my next two pieces of news. Ben Affleck is back, playing Batman for a couple of leftover DC projects. I believe he's going to be in the Aquaman 2 with Jason Momoa. And I think he might be in one other. He's signed on for 2. But we have lost everything Flash related. Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Agreed. Yep. Ezra Miller is a menace to us all. And if you have not heard what the terrible things they have done,
that's not really a topic for a family-friendly podcast like what we do.
If you're interested, you can definitely Google Ezra Miller and see what they have been up to. So but we shall wash our hands of it.
Sorry, I got distracted, Voodoo Lily. I missed some of your messages, but she said test audiences disliked the Batgirl potential.
Interesting.
Ooh,
That's
ooh.
crazy.
So yeah, that's unfortunate. There's a lot of
Yeah.
shifts happening, I think, with DC properties right now. They're really trying to find themselves. But we did get a Shazam trailer, which I liked the first Shazam. I thought it was very good. I think it's
I
pretty.
still haven't finished it. I've tried to watch it
Very
multiple
good.
times. I don't know
Are
if
you
I've
along with me, Aaron? Excellent. There's someone else who joins me in not actually wanting to watch that movie.
No, I kept trying. I keep
It's
trying.
fun.
I just fall asleep. You say it's good, B. Maybe I just need
Yeah.
to make sure I get some coffee
I
before
think
I
it's
watch
No,
it.
cute.
me. It's a
It's cute.
comedy. It hurts my soul.
I
Oh,
love comedies.
just cringe.
I have a bad. My brain doesn't work the way like other people's do. I find it very cringe. It hurts.
Well,
I like
I'm
cringe,
a
though.
fan. I'm a fan of it. So
I just
I
need
had a
coffee.
good time. Yeah, you just need a little coffee and you'll be good as right as rain.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
But
So
there's a second Shazam.
yes, there's a second Shazam trailer that was also released during Comic-Con.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Missed that
Zachary
one.
Levi's back. Looks like it's going to be a good time. So, but we do have the Flash on CW is ending with season 9, and the Arrowverse is basically now dead with that. Yes, this is according to the Wrap producer. Eric Wallace announced that The Flash's 9th season would be its last, writing that Barry Allen has reached the starting gate for his last race. So, I know there's a lot of
That's interesting.
followers of ours that like it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's very interesting that that's happening because that finally means that the Arrowverse and all of its in various things, if it's dead, that means it can be actually watched. A human being can go and actually find all of the series.
There you go.
That human being, you, Bobby?
That human being has attempted to on multiple occasions and found it just too complicated. But someone will make a watch list, and I might actually attempt to watch parts of it.
Hey, this may be your time to shine.
Hey, good lord.
So
9 seasons of Flash alone, okay? Like, there's a lot.
I know. And
Yeah.
I just can't believe, I just can't believe
Binge
it.
it in a
That's
weekend,
okay.
Bobby.
It's the CW. They do this. This is their thing. They'd love to, just keep it going.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Why have one season when you can have 9?
Was Supernatural on the CW? Because that would make that show make a lot more sense.
It was. Yeah.
Okay, because that was a 5-season show that turned into 15, and so
I think I was watching a TikTok and this girl said, here are like some nerd red flags. And she's like, if you have seen every single episode of Supernatural, I don't trust you. We all stopped at season 8. Get out of here. Like,
you are lying. There's no chance that happened.
No. The moment that we reached like Cthulhu, I was like, I'm out. Okay, everybody have a great
I got through season 1 in a little bit, and then there were scary children, and I was like,
nope. I think I was close to season 6 to 8, somewhere in there. So that checks out.
Look, hey, me getting that far into a horror series is pretty
true.
impressive.
That is good for you, Bobby.
Yeah. Even though it was like pretty lighthearted, there was still some like
Hello, Panther.
And early seasons were not that lighthearted. Let's be fair. Early seasons were like
Leroy has it
dark.
right. Loved the first 5 seasons. Have no idea what happened after that, and I feel
don't
like
even
we're all
need
there.
to. It's probably the same thing in different ways.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, on to back to more Hollywood news. MGM has lost the rights to Tomb Raider and Lara Croft. So Alicia Vikander will not be back as Lara Croft. And it seems like there might be another reboot coming out. So who
lost the rights, then who got them?
Yeah.
So it's starting a bidding war in Hollywood with a host of studios that we don't know because this all happens behind closed doors.
And then we'll just get to know the winner.
My money is flat out on Disney. Like they're gonna just
of course they will. You're right, B.
Yeah.
Big sad.
That's
I was
very
looking forward to
fair.
the sequel.
That or like Universal Studios making it.
Yeah,
like,
I think you're right. Disney's just gonna own it. They own everything.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
Starring Zendaya.
Yeah.
In 5 years, we'll be there. So big sad. Voodoo. I was also looking forward to the sequel. She was awesome. She was really cool. So that's unfortunate. I know. I know.
Kickstarter, Tales for the Geek bids for the Tomb Raider. Let's go.
Let's do it. We'll film it.
For Lara Croft.
I'll be Lara Croft.
I guess I'm Jeeves. Yes, I'm Jeeves.
Yeah, you're Jeeves.
Yes, that's real.
Aaron, you can.
I'll be behind the camera. I got you.
Yeah, she'll
No,
be
you're
the
the
director.
villain, Aaron. Aaron, you got to be the villain. No, we have a perfect villain. Where is Rick? We'll get Rick on camera. It'll be great.
I'll be the director. Acting.
My actors. Yeah. Well, anyway. So speaking of acting, if you haven't watched Stranger Things, I know Bobby hasn't, but
I did.
No, but I have seen scenes of it because they are pretty cool.
They are very cool. So Eddie Munson, the actor who plays Eddie Munson, actually did learn Master of Puppets, the Metallica song that he plays in. He did learn it. Serious? And not only that, but Metallica played Master of Puppets alongside the actor who plays Eddie Munson at an actual concert. So,
nice.
Yeah, pretty freaking cool with like Christine playing in the background.
That's
I know.
Great. That's super cool.
Pretty crazy.
I think he never would have had that opportunity probably to go on stage and play with them if he hadn't just learned the whole thing, because that just made it badass.
Exactly. Yeah. It's pretty darn cool. So yes.
Wait, and here we go. That's pretty metal. Yes, it is.
Hey, that is pretty metal.
Thank you, Jenkins.
Exactly. Okay, we're down to our last two items. Bobby, your time is coming soon. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
So we do have a new trailer for the new Andor series. If you watched Rogue One, and if you're here watching us, you probably have watched Rogue One.
Yes.
You probably remember the most wonderful Cassian, played by Juan Gael Garcia. Yes, he's getting his very own show. We have the trailer. We're going to see Lawrence Fishburne back. We also see Daddy Skarsgård in this one. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening there. It has been pushed back, but we have a trailer, and don't forget that Obi-Wan was also pushed back initially. So I think this is just like
just what we do, what happens,
exactly. So
and let's guess, it must be on Disney Plus.
It is available, or will be available on Disney Plus, and the new date is September 21st for release. So
that's not bad.
It's not too bad. We're not going to wait too long. So, and then last bit. We did get another trailer for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Yes, it is also going to be a Disney Plus series. It stars Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk / Jennifer Walters, and Mark Ruffalo will be in it as, of course, Smart Hulk, which is my favorite iteration of Hulk. Because
he's fun. He's a lot of fun.
Yes.
I thought so whenever we were at San Diego Comic-Con, I thought it was really funny whenever you're just walking around, like outside, the whole city's involved. Like a lot of the places that you can go eat and the bars, like they all are themed. Like one of them is themed Street Fighter, or whatever. There's a Dungeons and Dragons one.
Right.
Like it was so cool because everyone was really into it, and I was like, this is really legit. But the why I say that is because there was the She-Hulk Attorney at Law, like everywhere. There were huge signs about that, and Gray Man for Netflix too. So
right.
Surprisingly, Gray Man looks really good to me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's
that last piece of news, Spear? Did you?
That was my last piece of news.
That was the one. I didn't want to share Bobby's comics
you're
too soon
fine.
and steal your thunder.
No, by all means.
I got him up there. All right, so this week I've actually got a little bit more than my normal, but we'll make it work, guys. First up, we have Edge of Spiderverse. So it's the end of the Spiderverse series of Spider comics. So it's being found. Spider-Gwen and Penny Parker are finding it. This issue, we're going to have Spider-Man Noir, RA, and Spider-Rex is going to hang out with us. But we are going to find out what the important characters for the future of the Spider-Verse are. But we are also cutting the final threads of the web. So, yeah, Spider-Verse, quite the comic. Next up, actually, these are two comics: Sword of Azrael, Dark Knight of the Soul, and Sword of Azrael. Sword of Azrael, Dark Knight of the Soul is a single-issue compilation of the back matter of the previous Sword of Azrael series that was in Batman Urban Legends. This is about 4 small stories, single issue. This will lead into Sword of Azrael. Jean Paul, who is Azrael, is done. he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to wear that mantle anymore. It has brought him nothing but misery and sadness. He has been programmed too many times. He lives in a monastery now and wants a life of peace. But when a woman who claims that she has been put under the same conditioning that turned him into the original Avenging Angel, he must don the mantle one more time so that he can protect her. It's this new antagonist that will change Azrael's life comes under the name of the Poor Fellows. So I'm intrigued to see where this will go. Yeah.
Very intriguing.
Yes. But yeah.
Is it that poor fella or?
Oh, yeah. Who knows? Don't know. Next up, we have the new champion of Shazam. Billy Batson has made a heroic sacrifice, and now Mary Braunfeld has the opportunity to no longer wear the mantle of one of the Shazam family, finally. You know what? So she has lost her powers with Billy's sacrifice of the power. So she is finally going to be able to go off and go to college and be a normal person finally. Except for that, the power of Shazam and Billy's talking rabbit he sent from beyond the grave to her is telling her she's the new champion and holder of the power. So,
real quick, I have to comment on Michael's thing. You know when you're walking around San Diego Comic-Con, oh, none of you know what that's like? Just me? Okay. He says, love how Aaron just dropped that into the conversation.
Yeah, just very easy.
Humble brag.
Super casual.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be a solo mini-series for Mary. We're going to see how that goes. But she's going to be the champion of Shazam.
Champion.
All right. Next up, we have The Dead Lucky. The Dead Lucky is a new series following in the superhero universe of Image's Massiveverse, being written by Melissa Flores and French Carl Mangno and Mattia Icano, who also did the art on Radiant Black, which is the introduction of the Massiveverse superhero universe. Will be doing all of the art. But San Francisco is changing. A tech consortium by the name of Morrow has taken over the city with the future peacekeeper robots looming on every corner. And wherever Morrow isn't, the Salvation Gang is. But Bibiana Lopez Yang came back from Afghanistan, also changed. She has a lot of PTSD and the power to control electric currents. So is she the hero that San Francisco needs? We'll find out. But she will have to be lucky, not just good. Yeah.
I feel like the second tagline would have been, or the villain. They didn't know they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely possible.
I got that vibe from it. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, no, Supermassive is the single issue that turned Radiant Black from a interesting superhero series to the beginning of a superhero universe. There are now 5 different stories coming out of Image for this universe. It's interesting to see where this will go. Very intrigued to see what will happen with this. Next up, we have The Vineyard, coming out of Aftershock Comics.
When you buy this comic, does it come with some wine?
No, you get to read about a winery instead. Voodoo, you may really appreciate this one. The Vineyard is a family-owned winery that sows and reaps by the blessing of the great god of wine and revelry, Dionysus.
Yay!
However, do keep in mind that the Vines family patron god, Dionysus, was not really a nice guy, and he requires complete devotion in the form of sacrificial killings every year.
Super casual.
Right, this is what I'm saying. Missed marketing opportunity. I completely agree.
Fair, very fairly, Roy. So this has been done without pause for all of the Vine's history, but their patriarch has recently been hospitalized and paralyzed. So now this duty is falling to his wife, who is now having to deal with, the fact she has to murder to protect her family's, prosperity.
Right.
I don't know if we're supposed to appreciate her as like the hero here. I don't know. This will be fun horror, psychological, also less psychological with the whole murder thing. But
maybe a little more horror, less psychological.
Yes.
I almost said less psycho, but that's not true.
Yeah, but the Vineyard is what happens when family values and otherworldly obligations collide. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, of course there was a Supernatural episode about this, Leroy.
Yeah,
there was a Supernatural episode about everything.
Yep. But wasn't there a Supernatural episode?
Absolutely good question. All right, next
There's
up
that
we
bar
have...
here, too, that's owned by something with
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Jared Padalecki owns bar.
There you go. I've been there before. I've actually been there. So
I have too.
It's cute.
Yeah, that's nice.
Meet the Elves, a story of growing up. Elle is just another teenage girl most of the time. Bubbly and good-natured, she wastes no time making friends on her first date at her new school, but Elle has a secret. She hasn't come alone. She brought with her a colorful mix of personalities, which comes out when she least expects it. Who is Elle, and will her new friends stand by her when they find out the truth? Blaze proudly presents Elves, a vibrant, entertaining new series for readers of all ages, which is Pixar reminiscent art from Adeline Stockhart and a story by Kid Toussaint. Yeah, I'm just intrigued by the concept. Does she actually have a DPD, or is she just like, a teenager,
Yeah,
I'm getting a lot of different personalities of this.
Looks really Pixar-y.
It does.
I know, right? It's very cute.
Comic. A
Yeah.
comic.
That's kind of cute. Yeah, I'd
Absolutely.
watch it.
Absolutely.
Disney's taking over comics too.
Yeah.
And
All
McCurt
right.
said, "Hey fam, hello."
Hey.
As Voodoo Lily said, it's all about the family, but you got to cue Vin Diesel for that one.
That's true. That's absolutely
family.
True. All right. Finally, or not finally, our for mature audiences, these in the last two, we have Golden Rage. This is a miniseries, so it's only 5 issues. And I honestly had to ask one of my housemates, should I really promote this as a good concept? And he's like, no, this is too funny. You have to do it. I'm like, oh, all right. In a world where older women who have been deemed useless to society are abandoned on an island, Golden Rage documents their golden years of making friends, baking dessert, and fighting to the death.
What?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It's like
I don't know how I
Golden
feel
Girls
about this either.
gone wild.
Grandma
Golden
Battle
Girls-
Royale.
Literally, the two of you caught it exactly. It is this tagline is literally called the brand new 5-issue miniseries where Battle Royale meets Golden Girls.
Look at us, B.
You got it. You caught it perfectly.
Together we make one brain.
Voodoo says, yeah, it's Granny Rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Now,
Leroy
the
said,
writer on
Grandpa
this-
Fight Club.
Yeah, exactly, right? Not quite Fight Club. More of Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
We have Chrissy Williams, who was the editor for The Wicked and the Divine and Die, 2 incredible series out of Image. Lauren Knight has been doing the art on Buffy the Vampire Slayer recently, and then Sophie Dodgson has been doing the coloring on both Bitterroot and Tank Girl, 2 great pop colors. So, like, from an artist and creator point of view, this already has a lot of really good stuff. My brain just says, like, is this really the story I want to read? And I'm like, but maybe I do.
Yes,
I
it
don't know.
is. Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
going to say maybe? Of course.
This is a hell yeah.
All right, and then finally, I don't know if this should be mature audiences. If it doesn't say it's mature audiences, so just take whatever this is. Read it before you bring it to your child.
Are you talking about Golden Rage?
No, I'm talking about Survival Street.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Survival
Now we
Street is an
understand how Oscar the Grouch was made.
Survival
Actually,
Street
yeah.
is an unrepentant action satire tiring through a dystopia packed with economic and humanistic cautionary tales. After an unrivaled wave of corporations take over America, the country is left completely deregulated and carved up into feudal states where billionaires and businesses make their own laws. Among the wreckage, mass privatization shuts down public broadcasting, forcing all of the beloved edutainers out on the down and dirty streets. One group of them stick together, however, determined to keep helping kids across the country and do it by becoming an A-Team-esque band of mercenaries fighting for and educating kids in the crumbling corporate war zone of the new best America.
Wow. This cover looks like if FX bought Sesame Street.
I know, right? Exactly. So, it's like Avenue Q.
Yeah.
It's taken to the logical. It's Avenue Q and Mad Max mixed together.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
James Asmus, the writer, is he is a 5-time award-winning nominee for the Harvey Award, and he has been writing the Rick and Morty corporate assets, Transformers, My Little Pony, crossover miniseries, and much, much more.
That seems apt.
Yeah. I don't know what we do with this information. Right? On the one hand, educating children is good. On the other hand, educating children how to shoot may not be good.
Depends. Are you teaching them other things too? Like how to be safe
farmers?
and when to shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
It's welcome to the future.
Oh, wow.
Sesame Street is the only thing protecting us.
Wow.
Killing me. That's fun.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. But that's the comics this week, guys.
Man, we had such great. You really brought out the good news, and Bobby, some great, really pretty comics, and also strange comics.
Yeah,
but it got the people going. That's what matters. So,
exactly.
you know what I forgot to say though this time? Between Bobby and B, I forgot to tell everybody to like, comment, and share. But they have been commenting, so I didn't even have to remind everybody. It's been live.
Yeah, they all knew. Yeah.
They've been participating.
Today was Twitch Day.
They've been
Twitch popped off today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Can't check my messages.
Give me a sec.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right.
I definitely want to give a shout out to Melanie. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers because she had a knee surgery and is having a really bad time of it. So great call out.
We will be there soon.
Yes.
So,
keep her in your thoughts.
Yes.
That's a big
Good
one.
Good vibes
and,
to Mel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We go live at 7:25 on Tuesdays. So join us. That's Central Time. Join us here. We're on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And we will see you guys live next week. So thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot to shout out to Voodoo real quick. If you like horror stuff and you are on Twitch, or even if you're not on Twitch, go download it just so you can watch her. On Wednesday, she does live streaming. And then on Saturday, it's a really fun time. It goes on for a few hours. And she's talking about the new horror stuff that is coming out, like in gaming, comics, shows, all of the good stuff. But it's a fun group in the chat and everyone's having a good time. So,
Voodoo, have you played The Quarry yet? You got to let me know what you think.
Yes, good call, B.
Let me know.
Let us know, Voodoo.
Don't forget, that's B's game. That's B's game. Well, I mean, it's a lot of people's game, but it's B's game too.
Yeah, I was one of those people. Yeah.
You did one of the things. You did it. Well, thank you all for joining us. Fun week. We will catch you guys. Oh, Voodoo said what, B? So we'll send it to you. We'll send you the link, Voodoo, so you can go grab it.
Yeah.
Think of B. Awesome. Right. We will see you guys live next week.
Peace.
See y'all. Bye.
Bye.